This lesson is going to be part 1 on how to add end users into the dashboard for QDesk. To begin, we're going to enter into a customer. Next, make sure you're in the end users account section of the dashboard. There's 2 methods to add users into QDesk. You can do an automatic method or a manual method. To do this, click Add Accounts in the top right. For now, we're going to start with the manual method. Whenever you select automatic import or manual import, you'll be given the option to select the source. We'll do a quick review of what each of these 3 tiles means. We'll start on the right-hand side, sync from a single source. You'll use this if you're looking to import a user from Active Directory, Microsoft 365, or a local Windows machine. Additionally, if you're in a hybrid environment where you have Active Directory running with AD Connect, which is syncing into Microsoft 365, you would also utilize this option. With this method, you don't have to have your M365 users added into the dashboard. The only account that you need added into the dashboard is the account from Active Directory. The next 2 options are for hybrid environments where you might not be utilizing AD Connect, or maybe you're having synchronization issues with AD Connect and you're looking to use CyberQP to supplement that. If we start with the leftmost tile, this is to sync an Active Directory account with Azure AD. With this, you'll select a user that exists inside of Active Directory, and then will either automatically match, or you can select a user inside of Azure to link it up with. This way, whenever a password reset is performed, accounts in both locations will be updated with that same password. Local accounts is a similar process, but used when the account is not an Active Directory account. This is just for local Windows accounts. It's the same process where you select a local Windows account and then select a matching Azure Active Directory account. Then whenever a password change is performed, it will be changed in both locations. We're going to start with syncing from a single source. On the next page, you'll select what source you're looking to import from. We'll start with Active Directory. Once you select Active Directory, you're given a list of all the different organizational units that exist on your domain controller. From here, you simply select the correct OU, select the user or users that you want, and then add. Now we're going to do the same process, but with Microsoft 365. So again, add accounts, manual, we're going to select single source. Now for importing end user accounts, we're going to select Microsoft 365. Same process, we're going to go and select the users and click add. Next, we'll look at local Windows systems. Again, add, manual, single source. This time we're going to select local accounts. Here we're given a list of any system that you've deployed an agent to for this particular customer. Once you select that system, you'll be given a list of all the local accounts. Again, you're going to click the account that you want and then click add. If you accidentally add a user that you didn't mean to, in this case we added an administrator to the end user section of the dashboard, all we have to do is select the user or users, and then from there we can click delete accounts. This will not delete the account from the directory source. So this account will not be deleted from that local Windows machine. The same would be true if it was an Active Directory or M365 account. This is only deleting it from this section of the dashboard. I'm going to go ahead and click confirm. Now we're going to look at one of the other methods that's available for manually importing accounts. So we're going to go add accounts, manual. This time we're going to click sync Active Directory with Azure AD, and then click continue. Again, we're given a list of all of the organizational units on the domain controller. I'm going to browse to my organizational unit, and I'm going to select the user or users that I want. After I have the user selected, I'm going to click add. On this next page, you'll see that CyberQP automatically detected a user that existed in M365 that has the same name and email address as the user that we had selected from Active Directory. So we have 2 matches here, and then 1 user which our system wasn't able to automatically match. In these cases, you could just click match with account, browse for the correct account, and then click select. Keep in mind that the names don't have to be the same. So in the event of a name change, you could just go ahead and select the user, even if the name isn't matching, and click select. In most cases, this won't be a completely different name where we have Alec Holt versus Tristan Fleming. Usually you might have something like a surname, which has been changed after marriage. In the event one of the automatic matches was incorrect, or you accidentally selected the wrong user, you could just click the trash icon and then rebrowse and select the correct user from the list. In this case, Amanda was matched correctly. So let's go ahead and reselect that user. I'm going to go and search in the search bar this time, This way I can easily find the correct match without having to scroll through. Since this last account didn't have a correct match inside of M365, I'm just going to proceed with adding this, and then I can resolve that issue later. Notice now that the accounts that I've added have two icons present on the source column. This indicates that these users are linked to both Active Directory as well as M365. Last up for the manual method is syncing a local user with Azure Active Directory. Again, we're going to click Add Accounts, Manual. This time we're going to sync local accounts with Azure AD and click Continue. Again, we'd be prompted with any system that currently has an agent on it for this client. In this case, I only have one system for this client. I'm going to go ahead and select. Here, we're given a list of all the local users. I'm going to go ahead and select Alex and Bradley and click Add. Once again, we're brought to a screen to match the user with an M365 user. We'll see that Bradley's account automatically had a match, but Alex, on the other hand, did not. So I'm going to go ahead and click Match with M365 account to browse and find his. Up top, I'm going to search for Alex. In this case, we'll see it looks like when Alex's account was created in M365, they used his full name of Alexander rather than his nickname of Alex. Since we verified this is the same user, I'm going to go ahead and select it and click Select. Now that I've verified both users are correct, I'm going to click Save. Once again, if we look at the source column, we'll now see an indicator letting you know that the account is both M365 as well as a local Windows account. And that concludes part 2 on adding end users into the dashboard for QDesk.